Hi, this is James Sugg at Westpac London with the end of day report for Friday, June the 28th. Look, it was a modestly negative day on markets today. The losses at the close in Europe were not quite as steep as they were earlier in the session, but we saw a bit of selling after the decent gains of the last few days, following a mix of data, economic data. We had German inflation pick up a little bit in the preliminary read for June, although retail sales in Germany picked up 0.8% in the latest month. That was a bit stronger than expected. In the US, we had the Chicago PMI factory survey, which fell sharply from about 58 down to 52, pretty much reversing the previous month's steep rise. In fact, it's been very volatile this year, that survey. In contrast, the Milwaukee NAPM factory survey, neighbouring Chicago effectively, it rose from 40 back into the 50s, so a mix of survey results there. The other data included a upward revision to consumer sentiment in the US in the final June reading from the University of Michigan's index. It's still a small fall in June relative to May, but not as steep as it was previously. We had the EU Leaders Summit sort of come and go, banking union sort of compromise reached, but nothing really driving markets out of that. Europe remains very much on our radar screen, of course, as I keep saying, but nothing to focus on there today. Although, yes, a Greek asset, another Greek public sector asset privatisation doesn't look like it's going to go ahead, so it just adds to the concern that the Greeks are going to seek yet another bailout, which just may not be forthcoming. Or at least have the latest, the last bailout tranche, the next tranche of that delayed. Okay, so onto markets. The FTSE at the close down 0.6%. The French market down 0.8%. Germany's off 0.4%, and the Dow's down about 0.25% at the moment. New York lunchtime. Oil prices unchanged at $97 a barrel. We've got gold prices unchanged as well at $1,212 an ounce, but copper prices up about 0.33%. The Aussie dollar's lost about 1.25 cents during the London session. It's at 91.5 against the US dollar now. It was above almost 93 earlier this morning, just a bit under 93 cents. We've got the Reserve Bank of Australia's meeting on Tuesday. We've got ECB and Bank of England later in the week, and payroll data on Friday, so lots to look forward to next week, but that's it for this week for now.